Hello, hello Virgo. Welcome to your February 2019 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Virgo. And thank you so much. I know that I have the earth sign videos out super late this month. So I do apologize. My voice has been MIA, so needed to take care of that before I could film these. And this reading is going to be unlike anything I've ever done. So I'm just picking 10 cards and it's going to be a really free form reading. And we're going to see what comes up as a result. Okay. Let's go ahead and start with the truth bomb. Sorry, I have to drink tea. I'm still, my voice is, going in and out, so I might need to take tea breaks on occasion. Over-controlling will make you brittle. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes. If you are not able or willing to feel into uncertainty and capitalize on uncertainty. It's not just about tolerating it, but really using it so that you can create something with that empty space and with that vacancy. You're doing yourself a disservice. And when something doesn't go your way, it can create like a pretty significant rupture. And so this is showing you that you want to use the unknown, you want to use the lack of control or the lack of certainty to your advantage. Otherwise, it might be more of a detriment than an asset to you. So controlling, it's like control what you can, but if you're overdoing it, then you need to balance that out by exercising different muscles. So I'm just going to start reading these and then stop whenever it makes sense to stop. Justice, first thing, coming off strong, nice and level-headed. A Magician, this is what I was just talking about. What do you want in that empty space? What do you want to create in that vacancy, in the uncertainty, in the unknown? Is it the negative thoughts you're thinking? Or do you want to put a harness on that and steer it in the right direction? Four of Wands. Okay, so things are really coming together for you in February. Business, romantic, professional, whatever. Academic, we're going to see how it shows up. And then we have Ace of Wands. This is another good relationship card. Also really great for creative projects and creative endeavors. If you're trying something new or something you've never done before, or maybe you're exploring a new idea that you've kind of had on your mind, this is going to be a great month to actually practice it, put it into action. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is going to be either relationship or professional, more so than anything else. Anything that's supporting a long-term goal, because this is like the family celebration home card. Things are really coming together in that way. Or this is about like the financial and professional foundation that you're building. Might be, you might be infusing something different into that experience or into that equation. But let's see, let's keep going. I'm going to continue pulling these. Two of Pentacles, what decisions are you making? It looks like the things that you're deciding to do will have an impact. I'll clarify this one later. And then we have the Moon, right? Capitalize on the uncertainty. You have to sit in the unknown in order to know what you want. Ten of Pentacles, beautiful foundation sitting right underneath that nice, cushy family card, things coming together. And this, notice, like I said, romantic and professional. This is legacy building. So it looks like that is primarily what you're focusing on this month. The Chariot, so things are, they're going to seem a little shaky. So the good thing about the Chariot is that things can move very, very fast and things can improve at light speed. The negative side of the Chariot is that it does feel a bit out of control. So you have a lot of control dynamics and mechanics that are popping up in this reading because you're exercising trust and keeping your focus and your mind in check. That's what the Justice card is about. Not derailing, not stepping into catastrophic thinking. And trust me, I absolutely understand that that is easier said than done. You know, getting a harness on the way you're thinking about things takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of work. So I don't want to minimize that. But when it's something that's trainable and it's something that's worthwhile, and that's really what's going to support you for the long term. So just make sure that just because you've been thinking about something in the same way for a long time doesn't mean it's true. There can also be other versions that exist. But if you're not allowing space in that equation or in that experience, it's going to be really hard to get clear on it. It just is. So let's see. And then we have the Four of Swords. So don't be afraid to rest this month. That needs to happen. You're doing a lot of work. This is not, this isn't slow. I can tell you that. It's not like a lackadaisical month. This is like, no, you're really putting in the work. You're putting in the effort to make things happen. And I'm going to clarify some of these. I'm going to start with the Two of Pentacles. I think that one is the most interesting right now to me. King of Wands. Okay, so this is primarily about where your energy is going and what you're investing in. Remember, if you're pouring copious amounts of energy into like a job you don't love or a situation that makes you feel bad or a toxic relationship, it's like a black hole. You're not going to be able to like reclaim that time, money, and energy. So be very intentional with who you're giving your resources to, what you're giving your resources to, and also what is occupying your mental space. People forget just how draining that can be. So if you find yourself obsessing about something, that's worth paying attention to. And I'm just getting that you want to kind of, if there's one thing that you are going to control this month, or that it would be advantageous for you to control, it is your decisions. That's the best thing for you to get clear on. Now, we talked about having a level head, being even keeled, trusting that, you know, your belief systems are not neutral, and they're not necessarily true. So you have to be the one to get in the driver's seat and shift that through practice, through mindfulness, through conscientiousness, through therapy, through guidance. I mean, whatever it is that you need to do to become skeptical of negative belief systems, that's going to set you up for success here with your manifestations. If you think that, or if you truly believe, or if you constantly have on repeat a story about you not being able to get this thing, then, you know, the universe is going to say, all right, you don't get to experience this thing. If you are with conviction able to see, yes, I am worthy, this is what I desire, this is what I'm working towards, then your actions will be met with results. But you really have to trust yourself. And scarcity mindset is like kryptonite for manifestations. If you think the well is drying up or things aren't gonna go smoothly, or if you get stuck and you won't take action because of a potential worst case scenario, man, oh man, you are really holding yourself back. The best way to create miracles is to take risks. That's what the magician is really gifted at, is trusting that the manifestation is going to come to fruition through aligned action. If you're not doing that, it's just not going to you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to experience it. And look, you get one shot in this body, in this incarnation, in this lifetime. Okay, so use your time wisely, use your energy wisely, and manifest the crap out of your life. Like, why not? Even if you're a manifestation skeptic, I say, what do you have to lose? It's kind of like when people think that prayer is silly. What if prayer really works and you're just not doing it? And you're not in on this big thing where prayer actually works because you think it doesn't work. So just consider that. Now, Four of Wands, whether this be career, whether this be family, romance, something more on the intimate side of things, really coming together and seeing growth here. That is for sure, without a doubt. Now, let me clarify the Ace of Wands. I'm getting that you have like a spurt of energy, but I'm going to go ahead and clarify this. Five of Coins. So this is fear. This is like, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if my energy is wasted? What if this bad thing happens that my mind created? And just know that your brain is supposed to do that. It's supposed to make you scared of all these potential obstacles and bad things that could happen. It's just doing its job. So you really have to push against that. Take action in the areas that you want to see change or see growth, and that's where you're going to yield the best results. King of Pentacles, this is like all the work that you're putting in, assuming you're putting in the work, major payoff in February. And if you can't see it in February, you have to trust that what you're pouring into this is going to be met at some point, that you're going to get an equal vibration or manifestation meet you. And so have confidence in that. This is showing up as stark confidence and conviction. We talked about the moon and the uncertainty. You need this in order to manifest. If you don't have the moon, if you don't have the unknown, you can't manifest. So if you're feeling lost or feeling confused, you can manifest clarity, you can manifest answers, you can manifest understanding, alignment, I mean, whatever. If you're kind of in that nebulous space and you want to touch down on earth again, don't fight it, just invite answers. The Ten of Pentacles, we talked about this as well. Financial and romantic or familial stability. So that looks really solid. Like the core of the reading is like things are really coming together. I think you've made a lot more progress than you probably give yourself credit for. And you probably have a lot more information than you realize. So just know that this is all unfolding in the way it needs to. The Chariot is just referring to the speed, and this is like a little reminder, like an advice card here at the end. Four of Swords. Rest, rest, rest. If you're not doing that, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. And I would hate to see that, because this is a great month for you, and you don't want to get all caught up in burning yourself out. What's up, Virgo? All my workaholics out there. So this is just saying like, all right, you're going to be moving quickly, but you need to integrate some type of self-care or you might get in hot water. Now, knowledge. Seek understanding. Look beyond your assumptions. Know that your answer already exists. This, I'm putting it up by the Justice card because let me tell you, look beyond your assumptions. That is a big one for you this month. Your assumptions aren't right. Your original belief system, we all have to deconstruct it unless you lucked out and got a really healthy belief system early on. More than likely, though, there's been a misstep along the way and you just have to course correct as an adult, with an adult mind. So just know that. And then we have permission. The yes you seek is inside of you. Be willing to see a pathway to your dream. Picture the gratitude of your future self for taking the leap. Yes, yes, yes. This is what I was saying about taking risks, being willing to do that, and having the confidence. Give yourself the permission to take risks. I mean, what else are you going to do with all this time you have on Earth? Not take risks? Jeez, that would be mighty boring. I don't recommend that. Okay, then we also have consistency. Hold space for a sustainable vision. Find supportive rituals. Attract co-creators through the power and devotion of your enduring action. Persistence is required. Do not give up. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Bad move this month. You have to see things through. Remember, you're playing a long game in February. You're not here for the frivolous activities. No. You're laying concrete. You're doing things that are creating something that's going to last a lifetime, not 3 months. So just, you have to be consistent here. You have to be persistent with all of this. Now, what other deck do I want to use? Let's do an Affirmators card. Okay, patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. One of the worst things that I see is when people throw in the towel prematurely and they don't give their ambitions time. Like, it takes time. Long game, consistency, patience. You know, you have to take risks, and when you're taking that risk, you have to be consistent with it. So, great month for that. Things are really coming together for you. And let's pick an animal card, see what's coming up on that side of things. Owl. Okay, and this fits perfectly with that knowledge card. I'm getting that you're probably going to feel particularly intuitive this month. There's something about this which is like you're having a lot of foresight, you're able to see all of the different angles, and you probably have a lot of information downloads coming through this month. So let them come, because they have information for you. So just roll with it. But that's a good card for this month, because it's like you have the sight, you have the information, and you just have to be patient and consistent. I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Yeah, no flirting with what you want. It's like you gotta go for it. I mean, maybe at first you start with small risks, but at some point those are gonna have to turn into, big leaps. Okay, so it's more about alignment and what you're embodying. That's the way to manifest, rather than like just what you're thinking. I can't stand that. Just think about it more. No, you can't just think something into existence. I promise you, for the good and bad. If that were true, I would be dead. So remember that it takes time and consistency for the good, and it also takes time and consistency if you're manifesting the negative. So choose wisely. Now we're going to do a 3-card pick. You are welcome to select a card that works for you. You can ask yourself card 1, 2, or 3. Whatever feels right for you. Okay, card number 1. The Emperor. Stability, being grounded, running more masculine energy. Yeah, you really have to take risks. this month. That's definitely true, because the Emperor evaluates things correctly. And I think that this would be a really great time to exercise self-trust. If you don't trust yourself, I mean, it can be really hard to move forward. So having that confidence, like the King of Pentacles, giving yourself permission to take risks and to know what you're stepping into. And if the worst case scenario does happen, there's always a solution. I mean, what, you're going to step off into uncharted territory and there's no solution? No. I promise you that's not the way this world is set up. Card number 2, Queen of Cups. A little bit of moodiness going on. That's okay. If you're breaking a lot of patterns, just know that it can make you moody. It simply can. It can be really frustrating. It can be really painful. If you're dismantling and doing a lot of work to heal yourself, man, it can feel like you're walking through fire. So be extra gentle with yourself and know that it's okay to experience the emotions that you're having and that they're valid. You don't need to overanalyze or think your way through the emotions that you're having. Just to be present with them and they will shift. Remember that just acknowledging them is what will help release them. And then we have the Three of Swords. So this is, honestly, I'm getting this is a big fear picture more than anything else. It doesn't actually look, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like kind of that cerebral experience of being afraid mentally. But I don't think this is something that's actually coming to fruition. It's more like in order to take the leap, in order to take the plunge, in order to get where you want to go, it comes at a price and it comes at a risk. I'm actually going to clarify this because I feel like there's just, I'm like, okay, give me a supplementary card for the Three of Swords. I don't like leaving it on that note. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Okay, so just, if you have a little bit of energy heading towards fear, that's okay. Like, everyone gets scared. Like I said, it's not going to manifest overnight if you have one negative thought. So don't worry about that. But just don't buy into it. Like, make sure that you kind of either have a friend or a support system to help you navigate out of that thought form, or a kind of a game plan to help you discharge that, because this is just like straight, oh my god, everything's gonna fall apart. It has almost like a tower quality to it. And so I think this is just about, like, are you zooming in on that, or are you looking at the big picture? Are you looking at the overall? Have you been patient enough? Have you, are you trying to write the script ahead of time and dress rehearse tragedy? And if that's the case, then just back up. Okay, my friends, that is all that I have for you today. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this reading as much as I've enjoyed reading for you. And don't forget, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you guys know I'm a psychic. I do cold reads, I do energetic work with people, so you're welcome to check out all of my services in the description box. I offer tarot readings too. And for those of you who want love and relationship readings, they're on Patreon. The February readings will come out on the 1st of the month. And yeah, if you want to know which decks I use, they're in the description box. And I will talk to you all later. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.